Hello and welcome to video number 14 of my No Man's Sky PermaDeath playthrough. I haven't really progressed much in any of the main missions. I have been doing a lot of base archive missions, which are now sending me off-world to complete those. The cool thing about that is that they've always lead me to an abandoned building, which means eggs. So I've made a bit of money from cashing in on those eggs. I've also spent a bit of time on a few planets scanning all of the life forms for the nanite bonus. So I'm currently up to 10 million units and 7,800 nanites. However, I also now have a nanite farm on the second base. It's not really much of a base and it's really not much of a farm, but it's a little something extra that I can work on here and there. Actually, I'll show you. Real quick. So, secondary base right here on a different planet. It's about as newbie as you get when it comes to a nanite farm. I call it a beginning. I can earn about 400 nanites per run. I'll even show you how it works. It's pretty easy, really. So, archive location detected. Oh, is it on this planet? It is. This is where actually I'm supposed to go anyway for my next based archives mission. So these little guys over here are called curiosities, or curious deposit. I just usually say curiosities. Now, I don't know if there's a better way to farm nanites now, but back in the day it was all about, whoops, wrong gun. Let me get this. It was all about runaway mold. So you shoot these things, then you get some runaway mold. You can see there I just got 477. So I'll just go ahead and collect all of these. I just stumbled upon these, by the way. This was one of the planets that I had to go to for the base archives. And as I was running around looking for animals to scan, actually, did I get them all here? I think I did. Let me check. Yeah, 7 of 7. Then I stumbled upon this deposit. So I just made a tiny little base so they can pop in and grab the mold. And then the mold gets refined into nanites. So I can just grab this, stick it in there, and what's going on here? Oh, this was from... Why can't I turn this on? Oh, I know why. Because that was actually the output. There is another item that you can turn into mold that I stuck in there. There we go. And so this will convert over. So for every 250 mold, you get 50 nanites. Something like that. So these spawn back pretty quickly. So if I just drop down here and go back to my tutorial base, man, warping space and time sure does take long these days. Yes, I know. I have a base here. You don't have to tell me every single time. And then what I did was I put up a couple of these portable refineries. The idea being that I could also plop some mold into here, like so. And this one. like so. And then by the time I've emptied my inventory of the mold and gained all of the nanites, and then pop into the portal to go back to that base, those curiosity deposits will have returned. And I can mine them again. So it's not the most efficient. It's not the most efficient method, but it works. And if I'm down on nanites and I need a quick 400 or so, then I could do this and get myself 400. And it doesn't take that long to go through them all, especially if you have a couple of these portable purifiers. I haven't learned I know there's better purifiers. I think there's a medium and I think there's a large as well. I haven't learned those yet. And once I do, this will be a bit more efficient. And there's also better ways to improve this. So, for example, by getting upgrades for my multi-tool, which is completely filled up right now anyway, but you can get upgrades that will speed up the mining process, because you probably noticed that it took me a while to mine those curiosity deposits. And there's also another upgrade that will increase the yield of the item that you're mining from. So between those two upgrades and better refineries, then add a second base on the same planet for another location of deposits, then I can just jump between the two. Now you can make a good amount of nanites within a relatively short period of time. Just like 1 hour, you could get 100,000 nanites probably. And that's what I did on my main survival save. Now, I don't know if this is still efficient under those conditions, or if this is the current meta or not for earning nanites, but it worked rather well back then. And so I don't know, time will tell as I get once I get a better tool and then some decent upgrades and the better refineries, then I'll be able to know if it's worth it or not. And what else? I was messing around with the roamer, and it's the same way that I remember it before, and I don't like it, and I'll tell you why. It feels like I'm in a toy. Like, look at it. It looks like a toy model or something. It looks like a model of a vehicle. And it also feels that way when you're driving around. It just, I don't know. It just, something about it doesn't feel right. I mean, I'm not expecting unique handling for every vehicle like in a game like Grand Theft Auto 5, for example. But I want something that feels like I'm actually driving an actual vehicle and not something that just looks and feels like a toy. And that's what it feels like to me. It does, however, have a unique feature, and I don't have it yet, but it comes with radar that I have not yet installed. I don't know if it gets picked up in a mission or if I have to go learn it on my own or what, but that radar allows you to locate locations or various buildings on the planet, like drop pods or abandoned buildings or alien monoliths or something like that. So that comes in real handy, and I don't think you have to spend, what are those things called? I don't think you have to spend navigation data in order to do it. I think it just comes built in. I don't know if any of the other vehicles have the same ability or not, but there is a hovercraft that I like. I prefer it much more than this. But can I recall this right here? Yes, I can. Alright. I could just drive it up there, I guess. But I prefer that hover vehicle over this any day. But I don't know. I haven't really messed around with this that much. I think I used it once upon a time to help locate a bunch of drop pods. And that was about it. And, oh yeah, I built a shipyard or a landing. Alright, let me check the name of it. I don't know what this is called. Wrong button. Is it here? No. Landing pad. Alright, I guess that one was kind of obvious. I did go ahead and build a landing pad, and so now I don't have to worry about my ship colliding with my base anymore. Oh yeah, and I finally found this item. I don't know if it's a mission item 2 or not, but I just went ahead and bought the schematic for it at the Anomaly, and it's called a cloaking unit. Also a bit obvious. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. So anyway, I'm moving right along now, and I don't have to run through wires anymore, and that's always nice. I have a bit of a collection going on in here. Some of the stuff I'm not using simply because I don't have room for it. I also found out that you can now, and I don't think you could do this before, but you can store the technology. So I could remove this this upgrade and put it there if I wanted to, and then reinstall it. So that's convenient. That, I don't think that feature existed back in the day. So if that was one of the reasons why I was saving my upgrades, because I didn't want to waste them on a low class item when I could save them for a better tool later on. But I don't have to worry about that now. And I think that works for everything, including the starship. You know, store technology. So that's a really nice quality of life improvement right there. So I don't have much planned, or much more planned for tonight, other than I want to keep moving along with these base archives. And I haven't started, after hiring this guy, I haven't started on the base expansion yet. But I kind of want to get the archives out of the way first, because I like to do one group of missions first before starting another when it's possible. It kind of bugs me when you end up with tons of stuff over here. Actually, do I even have all of the animals here scanned yet? I don't think I do. No, I don't. You know what? I think I'll do that. So we have something that flies, something active in the south, underwater, okay, and something underwater always active. So I guess I'll cruise to the south. If I can remember, I think coordinates are positive for the south and negative for the north. Let me see. I mean, I could be in the south right now as far as I know. Let me see. Negative 16. Those numbers are getting larger. Am I in the south already? Actually, I'm going to... You know what? I'm just going to check right here. Oh, what's going on? Why won't it land? Oh, there we go. Let me just check the water right here, because he might be here. I can't spend much time. There's something that flies right there. Okay, 6 of 8. So now I think it's just 2 things that swim. Is that all that's left? Underwater. Underwater. I'm not sure how long I can stay underwater. Oh, actually, I think I have an upgrade for this that I haven't used. Oh, here's something right here. Are these, like, dangerous? Alright, there's one item. Let me see if that was the southern one. No. Is there something under here that I haven't scanned yet? Actually, I haven't scanned a lot of this stuff yet. All of the rocks and plants. I usually don't go for that as much as I do the animals, because with the fauna you get the nice nanite bonus. I think I'm going to look online real quick how to tell the difference between north and south. Okay, so negative is south. Is there a way to see my coordinates while I'm on foot? Is that my current location? Or does that simply mean I'm on this planet? Z, add to wonders. Okay, I'm just going to keep flying. So negative 17.26. How far does it go in terms of negative? I'm a little confused by this. It seems like it should be really simple, but for some reason it's kind of confusing me. It's getting more negative, negative 19. Alright, I'm just going to keep cruising along here and then checking. Okay, I'm at 89.7. I hit 90 and now the numbers are decreasing. So I guess negative 90 would be the South Pole. And here's a bunch of water right here. I also noted that when I went into space to try to speed up this process, that you lose your coordinates. You only see them when you're in the atmosphere. So I'm pretty much in the South Pole now, so I think that would qualify as the South. I just want to go grab this knowledge stone over here real quick. On foot, I'm 11 hours away. I guess I could have installed that underwater upgrade. Would I have to go deep for a while? Is that the same thing I scanned before? Yep. Oh, there they are. They're right there. And over here too. Alright. Took a while to get here, but pretty easy once I got there. So let's see now. That one, and a 2,000 nanite bonus. That brings me up to 10k nanites. I'm not rich, but I'm not poor. I mean, I don't know, maybe you are. What's... Oh, there is a ship over there. I was about to say, why is there a ship indicator over there? Because there is a ship there. Or was. Alright, well that was easy. Alright, I think I'm gonna cut it off short on this one too, like the last video, because I want to get back to the base archives, but I don't think people want to watch me just run back and forth from planet to planet. I'm gonna go grab that knowledge stone too. Alright, so that's it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.